Welcome to the dopest live stream that's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, and sometimes like a showcase. Khary's crib, Khary's crib, Khary's crib, Khary's crib.
Yo, it's another news day. I feel good, I'm on top like a Blueface. Sipping my coffee, shaking my head for homies acting goofy. Guess they do it for the gram or the TikTok, so who's me? Welcome to the crib, let's kick it like Bruce Lee. Part intelligent, part ratchet, that's half Neil deGrasse and half Boosie. Listen, man. Real spit, now that's lit, homie, truthfully. If you in the Tampa area, you should be down like Bruce B. We treat the pod like sex, we start slow and at full speed. Like the way we work it. 9 p.m. we going in, we podding perfect. Beez and Tachi is my posse. No worries because I know my posse got me. Be careful, we might snap like paparazzi. But yo, let's start the show and get it lit like sipping hot toddy. What's good and 10 pretty people? Tuesday evening, my name is Khary. This is my crib. And I invite you into my home for another evening of the dopest live stream. That's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, and every now and then like a showcase. We have another dope show for you tonight. Over the weekend, Monique called out DL Hughley for putting on some pressure to be the headliner, but she thought she was going to be the headliner. We'll get into it. Blueface. Not only does he have a weird name, but he also seems to get into a little drama. This time, his girlfriend beat up his sister and Momma. Ooh, that kind of rhymes. Well, maybe if they didn't name him Blueface. That's not his name. That's not his real name. But we'll talk about it. Who raised you? What made you the person you are? We'll get into this, that, and a lot more. Tonight, I'm running dolo. Beez is not joining us tonight. Tati's not joining us tonight. But a little later, I think we will have a guest host join us this evening. What's up to all my house guests in the chat? Everybody watching, all my podcast listeners listening. Yo, hit that like, hit that subscribe if you're not already. Share this with your peoples. Yo, I got the phone lines open. 813-559-3339. Hit us up. Let us know your thoughts. If you're shy, jump in the chat, baby. You know what I mean? Drop a comment. Let us know you're there. How is everybody doing? What's up, chat? What's up, house guests? How are y'all feeling? That's what I call the chat over here. Y'all my house guests. Y'all in the crib with me tonight, you know? And tonight I'm chilling, having a little puff, you know? Got me a little drinky drink over here. Actually, I'm gonna take a shot. I'm gonna take a shot right now. Tonight I'm sipping on some of this Crown right now, you know? Sipping on some Crown, and I decided to close the month out with my like, hey, how you doing? Look, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna call it. My hey, how you doing? Look, you know. Yo, what up, Sean? What up, Wayne? What up, Kimmy? Let me see who else in the chat. Who else we got in the chat? What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? What's up, Cheryl? How y'all doing? How y'all doing over there, man? You know, sipping on some Crown. Running dolo tonight. Beez got some stuff that he's taking care of. You know, Tati got some stuff she's taking care of. And we're supposed to have a guest host tonight. Tonight's guest host has been with us before. She hasn't been here in a while, but she did say she was going to join with us tonight. And I'm looking forward to her joining the stream. And for those of y'all that have been watching, I wonder if y'all can guess who it is. She only been here one or two or three times, a couple of times, you know, but she'll be joining us this evening. That should be fun. How was everybody's Memorial weekend? How was everybody's Memorial Day weekend? For me, I kind of chilled out. I spent a lot of time in the pool, relaxing, getting some sun. I was just sitting back, getting some sun. I was like, this feels good. Was grilling, had some salmon, had some steak, had a good, nice little barbecue over the weekend, you know? Tati did her thing on the grill. I started grilling, but she kind of took over the shit, you know, started seasoning everything, and preparation be forever, though. Preparation be forever. Let's see. I'm looking over here in the chat. Cheryl says, when you be solo, you should set it up with me, Wayne, Kimmy, and Sean so we can get on the Zoom with you. Yo, if y'all want to get on the Zoom, I could make that happen, yo. We could dead ass do a day one show where y'all join the live stream and y'all be up in the chat, yo. I ain't opposed to that at all, yo. You know, and I got me a shot here, which y'all sipping on tonight. See, this is the only glass I take shots of out of the crib. It got a bullet in it. It's not a real bullet. My daughter bought this for me for like a holiday. I think it might have been Christmas or Father's Day or something. But she bought it for me, and she was like, you know, my dad will like this, so I'm gonna get it for him. And guess what? This is the only shot glass I take shots out of. And that was shot number, I think three. But no, we could definitely make that happen. Nah, but I was saying, Tati took over the grill, seasoned the shit, made some salmon. That shit was motherfucking licious. You know, made it like twice or three times. I don't remember off top. But it was good. It was delicious. I might make some this week. I might grill me some salmon. I might grill me some salmon tomorrow. You know, that's what I think I might do. I think I might grill me some salmon tomorrow. I think I know how it's made. I think I know how to do it. I know how to does it, you know? Oh, and also, I got a new chair. The shit was delivered today. It's here. Only thing that's missing, it's missing a headrest. This chair, it's ridiculous. This chair is too expensive to not have a damn headrest. Look at this chair. It's the most comfortable chair ever, office chair ever, you know. But there's no headrest. My head just falls back. It just falls back. You know, you don't realize how much you miss a headrest until you get a chair out of headrest. But this is a Herman Miller chair. It was delivered today. This is an expensive ass chair too. You know, this ain't no cheap chair. This is a $1,500 chair, and that is on sale. That was on sale. But the dope thing is, it comes delivered fully assembled in a giant ass box. I could ship a body in this box that's over here. I could ship 2 bodies in this box that's over here. Don't ask me why I make bodies the shippable item, but I can ship 2 bodies in this box over here that this chair came in. But it came in fully assembled. I just had to open that shit up, slit. Open it up, one open, slide open, up, and the shit slid out. Boom. Here I am. Now I just need to get a headrest, which the headrest with shipping is about $200. So it's another $200. So I will say I didn't pay the $1,500 for this chair. You know, it was a gift. It was a gift. I'll say it was a gift. But it's super comfortable. You know, but for headrest, another $200. I love this chair so far. There's mad fucking knobs and levers on here, so I can make myself look super short. Like, what's up, everybody? My name is Khary. This is Khary's crib. You know, or I can make myself like really tall. You know, I'll be like, yo, what up, y'all? This is Khary from Khary's crib. You know, that's my my Shaq voice. I think I have it kind of medium. You know, one or two. You know, but now we'll be having we should be having a guest host this evening. But what else? I'm looking over here in the chat. Oh, you know what? Let me I forgot to do something prior to starting the show. Because I like to try to get y'all get some of y'all chat messages into the live stream. But in order to do that, there's like specific things I need to do. And because I was doing a lot of other thinking while I was starting the show, I forgot to actually do this. So I need to just update this so I can get y'all chat into the stream as well. Because I fucks with y'all. Because y'all fucks with me, man. You know, so let's see. Who's gonna be the first one that's gonna be up in the stream this evening. Whose comment? Whose comment are we gonna put? We're gonna put up Kimmy Cat's comment. Since you like it, that's all that matters. I'm not sure exactly what you're talking about because I feel like I've been rambling a little bit, so I don't remember what I said that you might be referring to. But you was the first one. I had to test it. I'm sorry. No, I'm not, because I had to test it. All right, but let's go ahead and jump into it. We're gonna jump into our first topic, running dolo, and we're gonna start off with me lighting my cigar and talking about Monique versus DL Hughley. Over the weekend, Monique called out DL Hughley for using his manpower? Is that the proper term? Manpower? He used his manpower to strong arm her out of being the headliner for a comedy show that they were both doing. She said, yo, I was supposed to be the headliner, but you came in and said, hey, if I ain't the headliner, I ain't even gonna do the damn show. I don't know if he said it like that or that's how she said he said it, but that's kind of like along the lines of what she said. But let me pull up some information so I'm not just freestyling off the head, That's kind of the gist of what happened. She kind of had a little rant where she spoke about he a bitch ass nigga and talked about his wife. Why you with that bitch ass nigga? Not necessarily like that. But let's look. Let me read this to y'all. Veteran comedian Monique and DL Hughley are at odds. During her performance in Detroit over the weekend at the Fox Theater, the Academy Award-winning actress accused the Kings of Comedy star of removing her as a headliner for the show. She said, and I quote, "Y'all don't understand the fight I had to go through to stand in front of y'all tonight." This is what Monique told the crowd. The 50-year-old told the crowd, video shot by blah, 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 pressure star. She claimed Hughley refused to perform if she remained the headliner. She said that's what the fucking contract says. Monique is to be the last motherfucking person on the motherfucking stage. She is the headliner. That's what I signed the contract for. That's what she says. That's what she says. I'm looking over here in the chat. Wayne Mills says, yo, Monique was airing out business on stage. I think that was the promotion that failed. I think I agree with you. She said, Khary said, I think DL addressed it very well on his show. I didn't hear it. I saw that he actually posted a little bit of his contract as well, because she later posted hers, and he signed his contract first, and his contract kind of said he was the headliner. He then also posted tickets of the show, where the tickets of the show said that he was the headliner. Me personally, as a fan and spectator, I'm gonna go off the tickets. I'm gonna go off what the tickets say. If the tickets say this, you sign that, he signed this, you better talk to the motherfucking promoter. You better talk to the promoter. If DL said, yo, if she's the headliner, I'm not performing, and the headliner and the promoter folded, you better talk to the promoter. Ask the promoter why you a bitch ass nigga that folded. You supposed to say, motherfucker, you got a contract with him. If he don't perform, guess what? You don't give him no money, or you get your money back. You sue him. If that's what it was, I don't think she should be trying to air out DL Hughley. If the promoter folded, that's who you're supposed to address. That's the motherfucker that was supposed to be in control. But I don't think trying to air out the promoter is going to get the press like trying to air out DL Hughley. I don't know. I'm not taking his side, necessarily because he's a man or anything. I'm just looking at what was presented. Let's see. Let me look at the chat. Khary says, it sucks because I feel like the people planning the show promised both of them that they are headliners. And instead of taking it up with them, she went at DL publicly. I feel you on that. And I agree to you. I agree with you. You know? Wayne Mills says they 2 different contracts. That could be as well. They were presented 2 different contracts with saying both was the headliner. Now, the contract says one thing for Monique, but the tickets say another thing. DL Hughley had nothing to say about the tickets being printed up, is my assumption of how this thing might work. You know, if he doesn't have any control over how the tickets work, and the tickets say, hey, this artist performs here, Monique performs here, DL Hughley performs here. How do you blame that on him? I don't know. I think she aired out the wrong person. In my opinion, I think she aired out the wrong person. You know? She definitely could have taken this behind the scenes and said what she had to say to the people that actually can make the decisions and make things matter. But she decided to air this out, not on an Instagram post, but she aired this out on stage. This wasn't in like no Instagram post or a tweet or nothing like that. This was on stage. It was just like, yo, that's a little bit crazy. You know? And we got our guest host joining us at the moment. Got her audio connecting. Let me see what the chat has to say over here. Yo, how you doing?
Hey guys, what's going on?
I'm chilling. How you doing? It's been a minute since we had you on the stream. Let me see if I can fix the screen over here real quick.
Yeah, you know I'm trapping off the phone.
Yeah, that's all good, y'all.
Okay, I like your Honolulu shirt. Okay.
Yeah, this is my Tony Montana shirt. This is my Tony Montana shirt, you know?
Yeah, definitely giving Miami vibes.
And we got Q joining us, you know? I know a lot of our day ones might remember you joining us a little whiles back.
That was last year. That was this time last year.
It was, you know?
That was like this time last year.
So, you know, Wayne Mills in the chat says, yo, I know that voice.
Yeah.
How you been though?
I have been great. I've been great. Life has been like I've just been adjusting. That's all.
I feel I kind of feel the same way a little bit. You know, life has been a little wild, a little up and down and shit, but you know?
Yeah, it's very much highs and lows right now. But more highs, a lot more highs. But
more highs and lows.
I know exactly what you mean. Yes. Like I know exactly what you mean. It's just yeah.
And you had a birthday recently, didn't you?
Yes, my birthday was
How
Friday,
was your birthday?
How was your birthday? Birthday was great. I did the whole weekend. I actually have a kid. My youngest daughter, hers is the 25th. Mine's
the 25th?
The 27th. Yes, so my daughter's is the 25th.
Okay.
Mine's is the 27th. So we did we actually came out of the temple. We came out of the temple. We did Adventure Island and Busch Gardens. So we did that. Thursday, Friday. Then we did the resort. Saturday, Sunday, I went horseback riding. So I'm tired, Khary. Like I did.
Yeah, I was telling my house guests over here in the chat that I was just by the pool this weekend, and that wore me out. So I can't imagine how just all the other shit, the going around a whole theme park and go. Oh, that must be crazy. You know what's crazy though? You know what also about my son's birthday is also the 25th.
Really?
Yeah.
That was a baby. That's a baby day. That's a baby day. I like that.
My son's birthday is the 25th as well. You know, we celebrated his birthday last week.
Oh, that's dope. Come through for the Gemini game.
He wanted a steering wheel for his computer so he can play car games and shit.
Okay.
And he wanted to eat dinner at Korean barbecue, which I did not find good at all. Which reminds me,
but I know what you mean.
Which reminds me, I have some in the fridge that I need to throw away. This is the first time I went to that was the first time I went to a restaurant and brought home raw meat.
That's what it is, right? The thin slice.
You cook the shit yourself.
Yeah.
But it was like, yo, I'm not cooking all of this shit. I'm not eating all of this shit. I brought home raw meat. And I didn't freeze it. I put it in the refrigerator. I should have put it in the freezer.
That's for the hibachi chef only.
I ain't no hibachi chef. Yeah. But have you heard anything about this Monique and DL Hughley shit?
You know it was crazy? So you know I be in my own little world or whatever. So I actually was, because I was like, Monique and DL Hughley, like, what happened now? So I actually just went and peeped. So that's crazy. Like the explosion, Auntie Monique went off, and we know normally when Monique goes off, the way that she goes off, she has a point normally, but you didn't see the receipt. So you know when I was doing my research, you didn't see DL drop the receipts though.
Yeah, he did. He dropped the receipts, and it was like, yo, I don't know. It looked like they had two different contracts.
And that's what I said too. I was like, they had to have two different contracts because it's.
Yeah, it looked like she's going at the wrong person.
Yeah, it really is. Like you supposed to say something to the promoter, you know, or the the tour manager, you know, whoever runs those events. That wasn't for not for DL. Come on, man.
Yeah. But DL dropped the receipts. I saw both contracts. I was like, yeah, I think she's going at the wrong person. I think she's going at the wrong person.
Like, come on. Come on.
We spoke about that. Wayne Mills said, yo, Khary, pause. What did I say that was a pausable moment? What was a pausable moment I just said? I don't know. What did I say? I don't know. I think I said meat. Probably meat. I don't know. That's what I'm guessing. But we're going to move on to the next topic, which you got some input on this, which who beat up Blueface Momma? So there was a story going around that Blueface, something happened. He got into it with his mom and his sister. Initially, reports said that he assaulted his mom and his sister, but then his girl came out, or some girl that was with him came out and said, yo, nah, I beat them up. So what? I gave him black eyes. I did this. Like they had both of them had how you get into a fight with one person and both of y'all have black eyes? The girl said, I gave both of them black eyes. Is she taking the heat for Blueface, or did she step in?
Nah, you didn't see the look. I seen the little clip. She was a clip. Somebody. It was a clip. It was like not even a clip. It was more like a boring, but it was a clip. The chick she had, I'm not sure which if it was the mom or the sister. It's a clip. She mollywopping her. You know, she got it by that phone.
She mollywopping her. Now,
yeah, so homegirl looked like she wasn't playing no games, and I was just tripping too because I just seen when she got the neck piece. A Blueface on her, so I just was tripping like, oh girl, whoa. Like whatever type of drugs you guys are on.
Now I had a question of like, yo, fellas, would you let your girl fight your mom? And I had posted something earlier, and you commented on it that said you have beat somebody mama up before.
Yeah, but not like how you thinking. Not no disrespect. She was a very ratchet woman. And she put her hands on me first, and I asked her over and over again. And he was one of those guys where he just kind of let her run over him. So it was
Okay.
already kind of like, stop bringing me around her, like
an
then she
extra
come
mama's
around
boy, kind
us.
of.
Yeah.
So
I
it was
just like,
it was a boyfriend's mom.
yeah. So
Okay.
she did. She was one of those, and she did the most. And then I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. She didn't connect, but she went to
But she
like
attacked.
push me out of her way,
Mm-hmm.
and before she could even get the push out, it was right. But it didn't. It was very like very quick. Like he didn't allow it. He didn't stand there and let it happen or none of that. Like, but I had to get on his mama ass. Like, but had he not, that would have been a very like that would have been bad. Like it would have been bad. Like
now, did he try to break it up?
He pulled his mom like from up under me or whatever, and then but he flipped
tried
it.
to break it up.
He flipped it, and then on top of that, it was just too much. Because then he flipped it like okay, so you're mad at me because I just basically responded, from the way I responded, but you're still not saying anything about this woman basically attacking me, like coming at me, and she's twice my age, like, and my mama would beat her ass too. Like,
see, it's hard for me to. It's hard for me to imagine like a woman I'm dealing with fighting my mom because one, I think my mom is so sweet. Everybody thinks my mom is so sweet. So it's hard for me to imagine other people's moms not being sweet. But I know everybody's mama's not sweet, R.I.P. But I've seen Keisha Cole's mama.
Okay, yeah. Frankie.
Frankie, yes. You know what I mean? I seen her mama Frankie. And I know there are people's mamas that are like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
very much so. I've seen the homegirl was worse though. Homegirl was like Jim. She was like Jim Jones' mom. Yeah, she was like that level, and then she went for like, bad, crazy, like she was just super hood, super like this her oldest son type shit, like it's just then she can't figure me out, like
gotcha.
it was just too much. And it was one of them situations that was kind of self-inflicted because I knew it was kind of gonna, because I was like, Lord, I know how I am.
Let me look over here in the chat real quick. We got Khary. He says, yo.
What they talking about?
He says, not my mom, but if a mama is ratchet like that, yeah, I can see her being handled.
Yeah.
And Wayne did say, he said, yeah, I said I was bringing raw meat home. He said I had to pause that. Yeah, you knew what the pause was for. Yeah. I figured it was something about. I had to think about it for a second. I'm like, what the hell was we talking about? I had to say, it must have been something with me. He said I was bringing raw meat home. Yeah, definitely got to pause that.
That's one of the things. If you jump in on that part of the podcast, you might be there.
Oh man, but y'all, yeah, I wonder. It's for me. It got to be. You got to have a wild relationship with your moms to where you like let your girlfriend beat up your moms and like you don't intervene.
But
beat up your mom and your sister. I don't know what happened, but they must have a turbulent relationship. Go ahead.
From what I hear, it's toxic on both sides. From what I've kind of been reading, the mom and the sisters are also very like what ain't really good to him. And he's also very kind of messed up, him and the girl, I guess, in their own way. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it was probably the combination of both, but I didn't necessarily, don't nobody know like why in particular it happened. And then I seen the mom basically, she going off. She showed her black eye. You seen her?
Yeah,
She
which is wild to me. I tell you what, if I fell and actually hit my face on the doorknob and got a black eye, I'm not posting to my Instagram story like, look, y'all, I got a black eye because I fell into my doorknob. Let alone me posting a fucking video saying, yo, my son's girlfriend punched me in the eye and now I got a black eye. I'm not posting that. Y'all gonna see me online like this, but I'm gonna take off my sunglasses so y'all can see I have no black eyes. But this is how y'all gonna see me until that black eye is gone.
Yeah, and that's also probably a testament to how toxic they may be, you know, the mom and the sister, because that was the first thing that they did, you know, when it went live and you know, and said all of this stuff, you know, because apparently all of this stuff has been happening, but you know, but who knows? Who knows? I want to know.
Blueface life is wild. Blueface life is wild. He had like some reality show. We had a bunch of women vying to be the next Blueface bitch. I don't know if that's the official name. I just made it up out my head. I don't know what the hell they was vying for. But
like some Flavor Flav shit.
Yeah, it was like Blueface of Love or some shit like that. I don't know, but he had a show. Women was getting Blueface tatted on them and shit just to be in the house. I'm like, this is wild.
She got the man's face tattooed.
Yeah, I saw that. But I tell you what, for me, I would, as a man, if a woman got my face tatted right here, it would be odd for me, yo. Because I like doing things that would have me looking down at her while she's looking up at me. And it's like, I don't want to see me looking back at me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's weird, Joe. You know, I don't even want to see another another man's name on a girl's butt.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I don't want to be hitting. I don't want to be watching her ass shake, reading, "Oh, Adam, this is Adam," some shit like that. You know, word, yo. This girl asked me one time, she said, "Yo, do you want me to get your name tatted on me?" I said, "No." She said, "Why not?" I said, "Because if we break up, the next nigga gonna nut on my name." You know? I think about shit like this, yo. I think about shit like, call me sick, but it's reality.
You're not wrong, because I'm dead serious. I've contemplated that before, and that was one of my things. I was always like, okay, well, we don't want to get it in a place that's visible, but then we also don't want to go get it in a place that the next man
exactly
is going to see. So you know what? Never mind.
I'll tell you what, I'm a bust all over Adam's name, like, fuck Adam.
Like, you know what? This is stupid. Fuck it. Don't worry about
it. I don't know how we got there, but we got there. You know? I'm just saying.
Seriously. Like, you know what?
Oh, we was talking about the Blueface tat on the girl's neck. That's how we got there. Which is wild.
And then for me, do you know how bad that hurt? That got hurt? Like, that's your esophagus. She got the man face tattoo.
I got a tat over here. That I can't imagine getting a tat right here on my esophagus. I don't even want people touching my esophagus, really. It's like, you might accidentally break it. Stop. Don't touch me there. You know? So,
like, don't it feel like very just...
It feels delicate. It feels delicate. It feels too delicate for you to be putting tattoos on.
Yo, but you know, any chick, I've always said it though, any chick that got like tattoos here and here,
it's distracting. It's distracting. In my opinion.
Her elevator does not go to the top floor. Like, she is.
I saw this one girl that had like an owl tattooed across her shit. I was like, why the fuck do you have an owl on your titties? You know?
But no. Not not the breast card. I mean, literally this, the
like
chest,
the chest,
the
yeah,
esophagus.
like the shit was like a titties to the top part, yo. It's like, yo, this
But an
is
owl?
weird. An owl. It's
Yeah,
like, what is
random.
wrong with you?
Maybe she OVO. Maybe she was like pledging to being Drake.
Maybe. But all I know is I was like, damn. See, I couldn't even fuck with you because I'm just thinking about. I'm just thinking about if I try to hit it, if I can't. Exactly. I'm gonna be looking at you. I'm gonna be ooh, 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 ooh. I can't do it, Joe. I don't.
It's not gonna work for me.
I like tattoos, but I don't like tattoos in certain places. I don't know.
I'm same. Like I'm a clean girl, but I'm the same. Like,
it's like, why do women have pictures of lions on their ass? I don't know.
I don't know about on the legs, but they definitely got the lion tattoo.
Yo, VIP, what up? Man.
They definitely got the lion tattoos.
Yeah, they definitely do. Let's go ahead and move on. Because people beating up people's mamas.
Yeah, we not doing that. Not right after Valentine's. I mean Mother's Day. We ain't doing that.
Not after Mother's. Yeah, how you beat them up right after Mother's Day? But yo, let's go on to our next topic, yo. Who raised you? Which is a good segue from beating up people's mothers on Valentine's to who raised you? How did you become the way you are? I had a bunch of things happen in my life over the past couple of weeks. So I've been like, you know what? I got to give it up for motherfuckers in my hood, yo, like to my OGs and the things like that, because I feel like I'm a real nigga, yo. Yeah. I don't fake shit. I'm not a fake dude. I tell the truth. I let motherfuckers know how I feel and shit like that when I feel like telling them, But but it's like, yo, I try not to make shit fake. I'm not going to be a fake person. And I was just thinking about it. I'm like, yo, why do I not meet people that I feel are genuine like that are like, they're real people. They're like, I've run into a bunch of fake shit, yo. And it's like, yo, who raised you? And I realized for me, I thought about it like in a literal sense, who raised you? And I'm like, yo, my hood raised me, And it was a bunch of people, It was people that was 4 years older than me. It was people that was 10 years older than me. It was people that was 20 years older than me, 30 years older than me, that all had a little influence on my life that kind of molded me into the person I am, And I was like, you know what? Not everybody has that.
No.
Not everybody has that. So there are people that have totally different morals than me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because they wasn't raised like me. They wasn't raised like a lot of people. A lot of people are raised differently. Like, I thought schools that had outdoors was just make-believe on TV growing up in New York. A lot of schools was indoors. You wasn't going outdoors for nothing until you left school. But it's because that's what I saw.
Yeah. That's definitely, but I feel like, everybody's trying to be somebody else nowadays. Like, I don't know, like people have law, and then everything's so content driven, and it's always something with people. I'm like that too. I'm very much a hermit. So, and a lot of that is because of that. It's always something with people, and it really does have a lot to do with their upbringing. Like, even for me, I know I'm still a bit young, but in my neighborhood, like being fast, grown, all that stuff, that wasn't happening. Like, I knew this person knew my dad. I knew this person knew my mom. I knew this person knew my uncle. Like, it wasn't happening. Like, and then I come from a very tight knit family of women. I still have my grandmothers. I still have my great grandmothers. I have my great aunts. I have 5, 6, 7 aunties, you know, so, and we're all like this, you know, see each other multiple times a week. So a lot of people don't have that. I definitely see that with women too, you know, because I really have to be like, come on now, like I'm all for, you know, I'm all for a lot of whole shit, but it's like, come on, like where's the line? Like where's the lady in the street freaking sheet? Like where is it? You know, so I definitely understand. Like you really have to stop, especially nowadays. We in 2022. You have to. That's been my thing. What I've been saying, like, wow, okay, we're in 2022. Like that's.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Wayne Mills also said it over here in the chat. He said, "Yo, it depends on the generation, which it's a generational thing too. I think. Yeah, I do agree with that. Because a couple of generations after me didn't experience the same thing, growing up in the same hood. You know, just over time things got a little different. But I guess that's why I'm grateful for coming up when I came up, you know. I came up in an era that was kind of like before the whole smartphones, before all the internet and shit like that. Like I came up like right before that era. I came up when that era started, you know, when cell phones started to come around. Like there was niggas coming out with the big ass brick phones, you know, the shit was dumb big, you know, niggas would be like, yo, what's going on? Niggas would be holding this shit with 2 hands, like, yo, what's up? You know,
niggas on a cordless phone.
Yeah, yo, my homeboy bought a cordless phone that flipped like a cell phone, right? And he would bring that shit outside because the cordless, but he would only stay within the vicinity of his building because it only worked within the vicinity of the building on a certain side of the building at that, you know? So
he had it figured out.
Yeah. My nigga was out there fronting with the phone like this shit was a celly. He was like, yeah, and I can get phone calls from my shit. Cause my room right there. And I got the antenna sticking out the window. So I can get the reception.
Yo, that's too funny.
Yeah, my generation was ingenuitive as well. If that's the word I'm looking for, I think. You know, I know me and my homeboy, we came up with some wild, crazy ideas.
Yeah. Most definitely. You know, I'm the era, you know, I'm the right before these motherfuckers is what I like to call them.
Yeah, you the right before these motherfuckers era.
And right after y'all, you know,
so you the right after me, but right before the meme generation.
Before these.
Yeah, the meme generation is wild.
This TikTok generation is funny. They are so funny. They're so funny, but they definitely they could very much benefit from even with me, like I got whooped in the street and all of that, trying to be and all that. Come on, man. Like a lot of these kids could benefit from that. Like a lot of these, they need that. They need that. I think you know, parents got away from whooping their kids' ass in the street, you know. And now look, we got these.
People stopped getting whipped in the streets, huh? Yeah, they stopped
getting. You want to be trying to be out here.
I remember my mom used to come looking for me. If them lights came on and I wasn't upstairs, I remember being outside and just like seeing my mom from a distance. And like, oh shit, my mom is coming. And then I would try to figure out a route home without her seeing me. So I would like go all the way around. I'd be going around the buildings, looking through to see if I can still see her. Looking to see if I can still see her, to see if I can get upstairs before she gets upstairs. Yo, that shit used to be like a mission, yo. That shit used to be like a mission. I'd be like, oh shit, that's my mom. I can't let her catch me outside. I gotta make her think that she just missed me walking through the door as she walked out the door.
Like, you ain't see me, Mom? You Nah, that's how you get whooped in the middle of the street trying to be outside after the street lights on.
That's why when the street lights came on, I was like, oh, the street lights is on, and I'm still out here chilling. Nigga, I had my head on a swivel like niggas was doing drive-bys. You know, I'm out there like every 3 seconds.
And she gonna do a drive-by with that belt,
you know,
for real.
But one day, my mom didn't come looking for me. One day, my mom didn't come looking for me. She was like, you know what? I'm tired of looking for this little nigga. He gonna be all right. He better just come upstairs in a decent damn time. You know?
Yeah, that's the one.
I was supposed to be upstairs when the lights came on, was close to 9 o'clock. You know, so the first time I pushed it to 9:30. You know, moms ain't trip. All right, cool. Slowly it started progressing, 9:35, 9:40.
9:35.
9:45. That shit would increase by like 5 minutes. All right, she ain't tripping. Next thing you know, I ain't coming home till 5 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, fuck it, 15, 14, 15. And that's how that shit kind of went.
That's the one. That's the one.
Let me see how far. Let me see how far I could take it to the limit. You know.
Yep.
I said, okay. Once I got to 2 o'clock, I realized I can come home whenever. Come, I'm asleep.
Yeah.
You know.
She did.
Yeah.
She did.
I got to be home. I got to be home before 6:30 because she's going to at least wake up at 6:30 to go use the bathroom and see if I'm in my bed. You know, and that's what would happen. And there would be times she'd be like, yo, why the fuck are your friends sleeping on your floor? Like, because they got home too late and they can't go home. They can't go home till after 10 now. They parents say they shit like a hotel. Hey, you come in after this time, you can't check in till 10, baby.
Well, that was my best friend house for me because I stayed getting locked out, thinking I'm leaving the back door open, side door open, something. Boy, that shit be locked. Think I'm gonna hit those 2, 3 in the morning. Those locked.
Yeah. See, me growing up today, I'm not really a big fronter. Like, I won't say I have something if I don't have it, you know?
Good.
And I do that because my friends would not let you do that shit. They would let you think you can do it, but once the girl comes around, you're trying to impress with your fronting. Oh, we making mad jokes, nigga. Oh, she gonna realize you's a fronting ass nigga before she go home, B. Nigga just cracking mad jokes.
Hey,
you know?
Bro,
and it's not because we hating. It's just because we know you fronting and you shouldn't be a fronting ass nigga.
Yeah, you ain't gotta do all that.
So
yeah,
shit like that was instilled to me from like a kid, y'all. Like, we will not let you front, y'all. Niggas, you can wear your homeboy jeans, but niggas is gonna make little jokes around the girl you try and talk to that only us gonna get. But she be like, why is this so funny?
These niggas nowadays stick together like no other. Like, they will go along with their homeboy. Like, yeah, bro, remember when I pulled out that 10K? Remember when I spent that 10K to, you know, like, they'll go along with it. Like, well, really, like, yeah, bro, yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
And if you're an airhead, you're gonna, you know, that conversation is probably gonna text you. Meanwhile, I'm sitting up here like, why are you sitting up here lying like this?
Yeah. My niggas would not do that. If a nigga said, yo, remember when we spent $10,000? Niggas would be like, yeah, you had 10, I had $9,990, nigga. Niggas would make you look stupid.
Like, for real, like, what are you talking about? Like, bro, what?
Yeah.
Where does that even come from?
Yeah. You know? I can't get with the front and shit. I can't get with the shit is weird to me, yo. People move different for me in different generations, and different
That's the
areas,
culture
I
now.
guess.
I mean, honestly, Khary, though, I see guys your age, still, because you know, I work in the clubs and stuff like that. A lot of the you would be surprised though. You would be surprised. Like
Yeah,
you said,
yeah,
a
you're
lot of
right.
them still trying to hold on. Like, brother, just go barbecue. There's nothing wrong with barbecue.
See, I
There's
think a
nothing
lot
wrong
of
with it.
those, I think a
Great,
lot of those
great.
might be people that didn't. A lot of those might be people that didn't really feel like an adult until they was about 25. You know, like where I think for me, I felt like an adult when I was 15, 16. Because I was just doing so much shit. I know now that I wasn't. But as a kid, I was like, yo, I gotta do adult shit to survive type of thing.
Yeah.
You know? So I think some people don't really feel like an adult until like they move out their mom's house and shit like that. And like they haven't interacted with enough adults as a child, as an adult, if that makes sense, to where they feel like they're an adult.
Yeah.
Like, because I remember being 13 years old, going to Chinatown, having to negotiate with the Chinaman to try to get a better deal on fireworks. As a kid, cutting school in middle school, like 6th grade, cutting school one day to go all the way downtown, and like then negotiating with the Chinese people in Chinatown to get deals. Like, yo, let me get X M80s for, I only got X amount of dollars, nigga. I saved up all year for this, yo.
No, I'm laughing because I really know it. Like the 4th is like a big thing up there in New York. Like I seen,
and it's illegal.
Like they go crazy.
Yeah. I remember back in the days, yo, you knew 4th of July was coming up a few weeks before. All you heard was M80s. Boom, boom,
That's
boom,
it.
boom. Nowadays, it'd be like actual fireworks going off. We used to be trying to blow up payphones.
But you know what you got to deal with? Like here, though, you going to, they're the small ones, but you going to hear them
all day.
What it is? It's June. This like the first week. We're coming up on the first.
Yeah.
Next week,
yeah,
you're gonna hear firecrackers.
Yeah, you're about to start hearing.
Next week,
you're about to start hearing. Yeah. Yeah.
Next week, prepare to not sleep. Because you are going to hear them in the barber complex. You go hear them.
When I was a kid, we was trying to blow up payphones with M80s. Every year, we used to just try to add more and more M80s to the payphone to see if we can blow that bitch up. We never successfully blew up the payphone to get the money, but we did successfully blow up the casing that was covering the payphone.
Like the plexiglass.
Yeah, like the plexiglass and the payphone sign. That shit was blown to pieces, but the phone was intact. You could still make phone calls. I was like, fuck. This fucking 80s technology.
You seen they say they just removed the last payphone out of New York City.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
Yeah,
well, when they say New York City, they're only talking about Manhattan. They're only talking about Manhattan because the next day somebody posted a picture of a payphone back in my hood. I said, "Hey, here go a payphone right here, motherfucker. What y'all talking about?"
Like this shit feels like
there's still a payphone here, man. There's still a payphone here. The payphones was wild back in the days, yo. There used to be payphones I knew phone numbers for.
Wow.
It'd be like, yo, call me at such and such payphone at this time. And you'd be over there around this time and whoop. That shit call, yo, that's for me, yo. Yo, that's how shit was back in the days, yo.
Wow.
Motherfuckers
was crazy.
Like the pager era. People was putting in like payphone numbers and they'll be still chilling at the payphone for like 5-10 minutes until you call them. And all of a sudden that shit ring. Yo. And be like, then you have a conversation. Nigga just call you. Nigga be at like a girl house or some shit. You just be like, yo, boop, 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 boop. And a lot of times to save time, people would just give you codes. So it'd be like, yo, beat me. Whenever you beat me, just hit number 8. I know to call you back. You know? No, even, and if you, they might, so now it'll be like, if it's they'll know the number 8 is this particular person. And if you're not at your crib, you're going to dial whatever payphone they're at, dash that number. So now you know who you calling at that payphone.
That's fucking crazy. It's a whole science.
The pager era was definitely a science to it, yo. The hood is gonna figure out how to use pages in a productive way, yo. You know?
That's funny, yo. I don't think I would have made it. Like, I would have just been
the pager era was crazy, yo. Yo, motherfuckers be like, you number 1. So niggas would give their girl number 1. Give their right-hand man number 2. You know? Give this person number 3. Give their mom number 4. Give their brother number 5. This person got number 6. You know? All your business is after number 10. You know? And niggas had to remember this shit, yo. For real.
Yo, that's crazy.
Homie Heem is over here saying, yo, hello was 43770. Yeah.
43770, hello.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we turn it upside down.
Then you have to turn it upside down, yeah. You know? My nigga VIP says, yo, we was fully grown teens with CB radios. We did have CB radios back in the days too, yo.
What's a CB radio?
A walkie-talkie.
That was like, for real?
Yeah, so we had walkie-talkies that
before the chirps.
Yeah, before the chirps. We had just regular walkie-talkies. And there was like a bunch of different frequencies. So you can change different frequencies. So say for instance, from 0 to 100, right? And in between that 0 to 100, you can go to like 55.7, you know? Okay. So you could tell your people's eye, yo, we gonna meet on this channel, you know? But then you had your own codes to be like, yeah, man, motherfuckers is listening in. Switch this channel 2. But when we say channel 2, it actually means like 92.7, you know? So we all switched to 92.7. So now, but we used to also listen to like truckers driving. Like we can tune to shit and hear the truckers driving and shit, hearing what they talking about on the walkie-talkies and shit. Be like, hey, yeah, we coming through the big station. There's a roadblock up about this way, blah, 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 blah. You know? And it was interesting. And we was mad young. We was like 15. Maybe even younger than that.
Dang, do they still have those? I'd be thinking about like my Walking Dead starter pack type shit.
Yeah.
You know me like
that. Yo, definitely the Walking Dead starter pack. You definitely need a walkie-talkie in that.
Yeah, like what?
You know? They do still have walkie-talkies. A lot of time people might nowadays use them for camping. People would use them for camping because there's not necessarily cell phones out there. So to communicate with your camp, you might get like walkie-talkies. I'm not sure if they're as sophisticated as they was back in the days. And I say that only because I used to get them from like Radio Shack, and them shits was dumb big. Them shits was like the police type, the police type radios, you know? So Cheryl says, yep, I still have my walkie-talkies. I wonder if they still work. You could probably pull up some truckers still riding. Truckers still use the radios.
Yeah. Damn.
You know?
A CB radio. Cool,
yeah.
Cool.
Shit, I might buy one just for nostalgia and see what the fuck I hear. Yo, my homeboy Lonnie, rest in peace. Him and his girl back in the days had CB radios, and they would talk to each other on that shit instead of calling each other on the phone. That's kind of a way they got around it. That's the way they got around it. Either him or her got around the parents' restriction of not being able to either talk on the phone with either boys or girls or talking on the phone after a certain time.
Okay.
Like, okay, I can't talk on the phone after 10. Okay. Let me pull out the walkie-talkie. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing all right.
Yo, that's crazy. So that's where the concept of the Nextel came from. I mean, I knew it came from a walkie-talkie, but that was knowing that was actual like form of
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Here we is. Thought we was doing something with our Boost mobiles and shit.
Yo, the Nextel church was the shit. Chirp, y'all. Chirp.
With that flip one, and they had the button. I had the button, and it flipped up. The light blue one. I had the cute.
And them Nextels was damn near indestructible too, yo.
Yes.
You know?
Remember that they had that big rubber one, and it always looked like a construction worker phone.
Yeah. Construction workers used to use them shit. My homie, a construction worker, he used to use that shit like a motherfucker. He had the shit with the rubber grips around it.
Yeah.
I used to toss my shit down the steps sometimes. Like, yo, look at this shit.
Watch it bounce like
yo, this shit is indestructible. And my shit didn't even have the rubber on it. I had like the gray shit. I was just like, look at this shit. Bloop, bloop, bloop. That shit used to drop down steps. And I would just pick the shit up. That shit would be like, chirp, chirp. You know? I was like, look at this shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, yo, that was my shit. Yo, I'm kind of mad they got rid of it.
No, it just made androids, you know? So.
They ain't got the chirp no more. I can't just chirp, chirp. Yo.
Oh, yeah, that's true. No, I don't miss that. Like, I don't miss that. That was my first lesson in keeping your people in line.
Yeah. Like Khary over here in the chat says, yo, that direct connect on the Nextel was dope until people started violating on it.
What? Oh, just coming straight through. Imagine you with your favorite and they didn't burst in like, oh man, from another little star.
Yeah, because the direct connect wasn't like
it was that long.
It wasn't a let me accept something. It was just like a chirp chirp, chirp chirp. You know. So now, if you with your girl and then your girl call you, be like chirp chirp, hey babe, chirp chirp. Who the fuck was that, babe? That's when shit started getting crazy, huh? That's why they got rid of it, huh? Oh, okay. You know what happened? Some CEO got caught because of that shit. They said, yo, we got to get rid of this shit.
This shit is a network out.
You know? Out. And I bet you that's also why they got rid of being able to like call up and getting a record of your phone logs and shit like that. People, because a CEO probably got caught with that shit. His wife probably came with him like, yo, who the fuck are all these bitches? Like, yo, I'm the CEO of T-Mobile, and how you coming to me with my T-Mobile receipts? That nigga said, yo, we are getting rid of that tomorrow.
Hey, listen, it happens. Working for the phone company over the phone, like it happens a lot. Like, oh, we want, like, you're not even on this account, ma'am. Let alone give you this entire record. Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah,
that is not fucking happening. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. That shit was the get you caught up quick. Quick. Like,
yep. Like, what the hell? It's like, first off, what type of crazy shit are you on that you're calling a phone company for my iPhone records? Who the fuck are you, the CIA, bitch? Huh?
I am this wife. Yes, ma'am. I heard you the first 5 times. I heard you the first. I still can't give you this man records. I can't do nothing.
Khary says, yo, my boy hit me up on Nextel while I was in a meeting at work. That was a wrap for Nextel. Had me looking foolish at the table. So he was probably in like a corporate meeting and one of his homeboys hit him up. It was like, chirp, chirp. He was probably giving a presentation and had a mic on him. And his shit said, chirp, chirp. Yo, where the big booty hoes at, nigga?
That's exactly what happened. What are we at? What are we at? Yes.
Probably said, yo, we going out tonight. I got 5 big booty bitch strippers with high heels.
Yeah, what time you get off the stupid ass? No, what time you get off the stupid ass job? Like,
yeah. What time you get up? What time you gonna stop being around all them crackers, nigga? And that shit came through loud and clear. Oh man.
And it's always the person you never want.
Yeah.
Always that person.
Your most ignorant friend.
always, you cannot put that friend on a speakerphone. That friend to this day, he used to be busting through the chirp. He is still, you cannot put him on speakerphone.
Oh man, that's stupid. Yeah, there should be like a Netflix series of just instances where stuff like that happens.
They need to. Damn, that's a good concept, right? Look,
you know,
write that shit down. Look, write that shit down.
Khary says, "Nah, it wasn't that crazy, but it was like, yo, what's good, nigga? Yeah, yeah. You in the corporate meeting, all of a sudden, yo, what's good, nigga?" And they be like, "But you're so proper, Khary."
Look, the ladies over there like,
they're like, "You're so proper."
They're clutching their pearls.
Yeah, right. I remember one time I went into a meeting. Oh man, I smelled like straight weed, yo. I smelled like straight weed, yo. I blamed it on my dad. You know?
Why your dad?
Because I went to my dad's house and he smoked me out.
That was a story you were thinking.
Yo, I was like, I went to my dad's house. The nigga gave me lunch. He was smoking. You know, we was sitting next to each other. He was smoking, watching Judge Judy. Some good ribs he gave me. Some really good ribs he gave me, you know? I ain't telling him I was smoking too, but I kind of made it seem like every time he smoked, he was like on me, you know? And that's why I smelled like so much weed in the meeting. That was immediately after lunch.
Yo, I done had to come up with so many different little hacks to not go back into the call center.
But it's what really happened, except I didn't mention I was smoking as well.
Yeah, of course. Never.
I don't smoke weed at work.
Never.
At work, I don't smoke
weed at
work.
Never.
I smoke weed at lunch and then come back to work.
Exactly.
No. I'm joking.
Listen, that's how you freaking do it.
Yeah.
That's how you fucking do it.
All right, but you know, let's move it on, y'all. Who Raised You Top was a little funny. I want to talk about this show on Netflix called Our Father. If you haven't seen this show, it's a documentary about a doctor that was like a fertility doctor, but he used his sperm to fertilize women and said they were from other donors.
Did they make I feel like this was already like a Lifetime movie or something. Like
it might have been. This was a story that's been around for a while. This guy
that's what I'm saying. Has the story like maybe been around for a while? Because I'm like, I feel like I haven't seen the Netflix, but I'm like, I feel like I've heard that before. I don't know. I think we're out the woodwork stuff like that. Like, so like I thought about that. Like, I wonder if doctors like are.
Yeah, I think that might be a question that goes through my head if I had to go that route, take that option. I might have to say like, how can you guarantee me this ain't you just busting in the cup?
Yeah, I have that. I've had that a couple times because you don't as weird as it sounds, like of course men ejaculate all the time, but you don't see men just like, oh, I'm gonna go and do it at the sperm bank. I
broke
can't
niggas.
Really see that happening.
I bet you a bunch of broke niggas, they'd be like, yeah, I got a couple of kids out there I don't know about because I didn't in the cup probably. $50.
Oh, so it's like giving blood. Like they give you like a
from what I've heard. Never actually done it. From what I've heard, it's like giving blood. You can just go donate and shit. I'm not sure like the screening process. I would hope there's a screening process. You know, it's like let's see what your motherfucking
I mean, because to be a surrogate, you have to like go through a lot, or even like sell your eggs and stuff like that. You have to like go through a lot of like testing and all that stuff like that. I wonder if it's as vigorous for the men.
Let's see. I'm Googling how to be a sperm donor.
Look,
it's
exactly.
typically done in the sperm bank. You'll provide a semen sample in a sterile cup through masturbation in a private room. So they actually have sperm donation centers. And it says, before you can donate sperm, you must be screened for medical conditions and other risk factors. It's important to understand the possible emotional, psychological, and legal issues of sperm donation, which I think the emotional and psychological problems could be, we can't take your sperm because you have a condition that you don't necessarily have, but it's a condition that could be passed down to a child that says, hey, they may have a learning dysfunction.
Mm-hmm.
You know, is that what you want to reproduce? And then the nigga might be like, so I might have kids that might have problems learning. And they'd be like, yeah. And he'd be like, oh. So I might have kids that have problems learning? And they'd be like, yeah. He'd be like, oh.
And they gonna do it.
And then he'd be like, I be having kids that have problems. You know how it goes. You gotta repeat. But
because motherfucker, you got it.
You know? But yeah, you know, they don't want to pass down genetic traits that might cause quote unquote defects. You know, because what science might consider defects might not actually be defects in reality. You know, people might say, oh, he has a learning disability, but the nigga could play piano like a motherfucker. So is that a trade-off? That's a trade-off. You can make money with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that nigga might be rich. You know, he might not be able to count his money, but he'd be rich than a motherfucker, but he don't need to count his money, you know?
Oh, so you actually can kind of, you're not building a man, you're kind of building a kid. You can go in there and be like, so you can really go to these fertility places and really like pick your kid out, huh?
You can try to pick your kid out. I don't think they can guarantee it. So I guess theoretically somebody could say, hey, I want a black child with blonde hair and blue eyes. And some scientists will try to figure out how to make it happen, but I don't think they'll be able to guarantee it. I'll be able to say, hey, we can probably splice these genes to where the baby's skin color is this. We can splice these genes to make the eyes blue. Somebody's probably figured this shit out. And we can splice these genes to make the hair blonde. So now you got a black baby with blue eyes and blonde hair, and Adolf Hitler was still killed. But you got this baby, you know? But somebody can probably do it. It'll cost you money like a motherfucker, you know? They'd be like, why do y'all want this baby? You're white. You know, they'd be like, because we do. We want to be like Madonna. You know?
Even Madonna kids don't got. Madonna would have got the real black kids. The real and she's the only one, because she's not the one that like has her I'm thinking about Charlize Theron. She has the African child she adopted, but it's the
Charlize Theron.
Is it a girl? Is it a boy? She dressed him up like a little girl?
I think so.
Or is it the other way? Yeah.
But Charlize Theron is the reason I do not want to be called African American.
Why do you say that?
Because she's African American, like literally. She's from Africa and she has American citizenship. Yeah. And she's she's African American because she has African citizenship and American citizenship.
I personally don't feel like, ever since I was little and I figured out like, oh, you know, it was clear people like over there in South, like I never felt like they could be called African. Like I don't feel like African is a place that you're from. I feel like that's more of a, don't get me, I'm not using the right terms or whatever. Like African, that's not just a place you're from. Like that's a cultural thing. Like that's like a rooted thing. That's not like a thing you can just go and like adopt. You get what I'm saying? Like you're still European. Like you're still of European descent. Like nothing refers back to you to Africa. So how the fuck are you like you're just stay in Africa, sis.
I feel exactly what you're saying. It's like you're just
Australia.
It's like you're just a French person, or you're an Australian person born in Africa. Right.
Yeah, like I still wouldn't call like me personally, say even if I'm born and raised in Australia, but I still come from two African American, I'm still going to be considered black, like African American. I'm not going to be like,
look at this African.
I can have a whole Australian accent.
Right. Right.
Australian, like
you from Africa, girl. That's what they're gonna say. You from Africa, girl. I'm trying to think of I'm trying to think of an Australian term. No, that's Canada,
like
right?
It's not gonna
kangaroo.
Like you're not.
That's bad.
And I was little and figured that out. Like, fucking African. Like, because she remember she did the movie Mighty Joe Young. So that was like a movie that was out when I was little. I remember them saying like, "Oh, she's African." I kept saying like, "What African lady are they talking about?" African lady. I watched Mighty.
I was confused by blackness when I was a kid.
Yeah,
I was confused by blackness because.
What you mean?
Like my mom used to tell me I was black. I'd be like, "No, I'm caramel." Because I just took it literally, like the fucking coloring, the crayons.
You would be surprised that what, and we like to say that we like to say with the white people, they teach their kids like hate and stuff like that, but we actually do it too because my kids did that, and my kids actually they have a white grandmother.
Okay.
So I really had to like, for them, they didn't really like it didn't click for them like till they were very like older, like even like recently. So for them, like, okay, but I still grew up in a black household. Like my mom was black, like my daddy mixed, but he blacker than anybody, But
yeah, like my dad was like Cuban, like he's a black Cuban, and it's like you're the most African motherfucker I know. But he had that black African in him. I mean, that Cuban African in him. The Afro-Cuban shit. So I guess that's kind of like his background, upbringing and shit like that. But
but the average kid really is gonna be like, I'm not black. Like, what are you talking about? Like, like even with me, they used to tell me like, "Mommy, you're not black, you're brown." Like, "Mommy, you so brown." Like that wasn't a thing for them.
Right. I had to figure it out. I figured it out at probably about 7 or 8, and I was like, "Oh, black isn't necessarily the color black. It's you ain't white, then you black. It don't matter how black you are. If you ain't white, you black. It don't matter how light you are. If you ain't white, you black." Oh, okay. I figured it out.
So that is exactly how I had to explain it to my children. Like, you just have a white grandmother. Your ass is black.
I'm like, oh, so my hair's nappy. I'm black. Gotcha. I can't wet my shit and my shit spike up. I'd be like,
Check.
I thought that was cool when I was a kid. I was like, oh, they could just throw water in their hair and they should spike up. Like, oh, that's cool. Looking like anime before I even knew what anime looked like. I was like, but that's kind of cool.
And see, that's how I know it gotta be a rooted thing, because I never used to be like that as a kid. Like, I used to see how the white girls used to like go swimming. I used to be like, why they look so flat like that?
Well, it wasn't the white girls. It wasn't the white girls. It was the boys that like 2 white boys that grew up in my neighborhood when I was a kid. The nigga would just wet their hair. And they would come outside and they got their shit in like spikes. And I'm like, yo, how y'all got y'all shit in spikes? Do you know what I gotta do to pick out my hair? Y'all just threw water on your shit and now your shit is spiky looking? Y'all shit look cool. Now it's like 7, 8 years old. You're like, yo, spiky hair look cool.
Exactly.
So
As a boy, spiky hair, I could. Okay, cool.
You know,
Definitely.
it wasn't the girl. I wasn't looking at the girls' hair 7 and 8. I don't give a fuck about them motherfuckers. They jumping rope. I ain't jumping rope. You know, y'all want to play tag? No. Oh well, forget y'all. You know, that was me when I was like
and
7 and 8.
They used to do this a lot, and they used to always. I used to be like, "Would you stop doing that?"
How long would you say your locks are now?
My locks are. They're long. They're much longer than what they were. I'm gonna see if I can give y'all a little something. Let's see. I would say probably about 30.
Okay.
I would say about 32.
Okay.
But you know,
they don't get heavy.
They're very heavy. I was actually just telling my people that I might trim them this summer, like you know, made like mid back type shit because it's heavy. It's heavy and it's hot.
I haven't even thought about the temperature. I seen people with the locks going down to the floor and they like dragging them behind them. I'm like, yo, that's a lot of work. It seems like, yo.
Yeah.
How do you lay down? But your locks going past your legs.
It's just starting to become just.
Okay.
It never bothered me before, but now it's starting to bother me, and it's kind of like a damn. Okay, my hair is long. Like, okay, it's a bit too long.
Got you.
That's what I know. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish.
We go on to the next.
Right.
What our father we started talking about the
we started talking about it and totally went off. But the dude had about 60, 70 kids or some shit like that. You know, all with people that thought they was getting sperm donors from somewhere else. People actually figured it out because they started signing up to like ancestry.com and they started getting reports and like, hey, you got a sibling in the area. Like, I got a sibling. They're like, how the fuck I got a sibling? And they found out that their parents went to a sperm bank. And now, while we have the same, the doctor said it's not supposed to be at least no more than 3 that a sperm donor's sperm would be used for. And now they're finding 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 different siblings, all because the doctor used his jizz for, I could have said semen, but jizz just sounded so much more disgusting. I just thought I like that. You know? You know? And they say nothing he did was actually illegal. But now, and these people are like from a small town. They're not from like a big town. So now they have like all of these siblings that's living close within the vicinity. Now people are like, yo, I walk past somebody that looks like they might be somebody like me. I'm like, is that my sibling that I haven't found out about yet?
Oh, wow. And they say like, so they can't do anything about, but
there's nothing they can do.
Like at some point, that gotta kind of be. I would think that will fall along the lines. You know how like if somebody has like HIV and they like just giving it, you know, and knowing that they're doing it, it's like you know, like and it's like a charge. That's like a charge or something. That needs to be a charge. That's not.
They said ethically, he did some fucked up shit, but legally, there's nothing they can charge him with. Which is wild. And this is the doctor they paid. Yeah, psychologically, I gotta fuck some people up, yo.
Damn, I'm sitting up here like,
because I'm pretty sure I don't recall if there was some people that dealt with each other, but I don't think they said that was. But I think that was definitely possible that you could have had siblings smashing each other.
And do they look alike? Yes,
they did look alike. They did. Some of them did look alike. The guys didn't look too much like the girls, but some of the girls did have some of the same features.
Wow.
You know, it might be like the hair color or maybe the nose or something.
And it was all the same, like sperm bank. They weren't like different ones.
The doctor they went to was like the leading fertility doctor in the area. So that's the doctor that a lot of people were going to, because he was the leading fertility doctor.
Because he had some.
Because he was making people get pregnant, successful cases. And he was like, you know what? My nut ain't never failed me. And then he just injected, you know? Get the turkey base to do his thing.
That's rapey.
That is very rapey. That is very rapey, in my opinion.
That is creepy beyond. That's a different type of. That's some SVU. That, you know what? That might have been why I seen that. That might have been a Law and Order SVU episode.
Well, a doctor was doing some shit like that.
I feel like that was. It's like I feel like it was, because that's some fucking weird ass shit.
It is. It is.
Damn. Now so they can't sue for nothing? Like, that gotta be some. They can sue his ass.
So. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think there's probably something in their sperm bank. Sign away your life, where, hey, as long as you get pregnant, you good. It don't matter where that jizz came from, but hey.
I mean, I guess that's.
Wayne says, yo, that's crazy. When they started these sperm banks, there were plenty of weirdos. But you know what? You're right. You're probably right, yo. Have you ever seen Little Shop of Horrors?
Yes, that was my movie.
There's actually a Tiny Desk concert that has just a group singing some Little Shop of Horror songs. But there's a song on there where the mother was like, yo, my son is killing cats. He's doing this shit. You know what you should do when you grow up? You should be a dentist. You know, it was like, you should be a dentist, you know?
Yeah.
And hey, maybe the mother of this guy said, you know what? You're doing all this creepy shit. Maybe you should be a sperm doctor, a fertility doctor, where you could just get your rocks off in private. And
I mean, dang. I don't have male gynecologists, because I just feel like.
Right. I feel you. Me, myself, I would say I've never needed a gynecologist. But I've always said, you know what? If I was going to be a doctor, a gynecologist is probably not I'm like, you know what? I enjoy pussy too much for that to be my job. You know? For real. I enjoy pussy too much for that to be my job.
Yeah.
And me personally, I would feel creepy about it. I'd be like, oh, here I go looking at the pussy today. This is my 5th pussy today I've been fucking fingering and looking at, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. And not even like, I can even understand it in like, because you know it's the OB, which is the baby part, and then the GYN. So I can see, like, if you the OB and you delivered a bit, okay, maybe whatever, if I get stuff at the hospital at you. But my actual like gynecologist, like, bro, you don't even have one of these. So what do you?
Yeah. Now, you know what? I asked this question maybe a week or two ago. But if the OB is when you're pregnant and about to have a baby?
Yes.
Okay, so I was just thinking of maybe Dr. Huxtable was a little creepy too. You know, because Dr. Huxtable was working from home way before working from home was in fashion. Would you go to your OB-GYN male doctor's house for a checkup? He said, my office is in my crib. You gonna come through? You gonna come through?
I didn't even think.
You gonna go to your doctor's house? Your male doctor's house?
I did not even think about that.
I'm just wondering.
But still, I don't know.
Dr. Huxtable was working from home way before working from home was a thing. I'm just saying.
Right. And I swear I was team let that old man go for a long time.
Yeah. I'm just saying. Yeah.
In the basement. No, it wasn't in the basement. Was it that basement?
It might have been the basement. I don't know. It might have been the basement. They never really showed us. No, it wasn't the basement. I think it might have been off on the side because they did show us the basement. That's where the washer and dryer was that made noise when.
You're right. And he used to go behind like the bookcase or whatever they do. Yeah, you're right. But still, bro was he was the baby doctor. And then, wow.
Yeah, that was wild, right?
I mean, with the baby, you don't get looked at every time down there when you go.
Yeah,
so
right.
But
I was just making jokes.
Still, look.
Nigga working from home back in the 80s. That nigga was working from home in the 80s talking about, come to my house and let me check your coochie, girl. Ooh.
Oh my God, that's sick. Yeah.
That's man. Sick. Wade says, yo, that's my conspiracy theory. I might have to make that a clip. Khary's conspiracy theory. Oh shit.
That's crazy. I never even thought about that. Khary, you just fucked me up without.
Oh man, let's move it on. It's getting late and shit. A cop was caught planting evidence. I seen this on a Reddit post today where a cop was planting some evidence at the scene of a crime, which is 100% illegal. Let me see if I can play this for y'all. Let's see. All right, here we go. Let's see. Boom. So we got this cop over here. He got something in his hand. He drops it. Now he acting like he looking for some shit. Picks up something else. You're like, oh, what's this? They said, yo.
He didn't even discreet about it.
Get out the way. Run, girl.
They told that motherfucker, run. Take your ass inside. Do not let their ass grab your ass up and take this goddamn tape. This motherfucker was planting shit.
And he wasn't even discreet about the shit.
He was not discreet. He was not discreet.
Sat it down and like picked it right back up. Like, look what I found, guys. Like,
yeah. Sort of stuff.
About time.
Yeah.
About time.
There was actually, did you see that show on HBO Max called We Own This City? I think that was the name of it. Let me see. I think the last episode actually just aired last night. It's called We Own This City. It's about the crime and corruption. Well, it's more about the corruption in the police department in Baltimore around the Freddie Gray time, where they started like indicting police on corruption charges for like robbing drug dealers, pretty much harassing the citizens out there. And it was a 6-part series. I thought it was pretty damn interesting. They kind of went in depth. It wasn't a documentary, but it was kind of like inspired by true events. It was a really good show. I enjoyed it. 6 episodes, 6 hours, 6 1-hour episodes. I thought it was really good.
Did they have the mayor lady, the older lady that did from Baltimore that did like the fraud? She did the books. Did they have her on? I can't think of her name.
I think so. Did she end up getting locked up?
Mm-hmm. She ended up getting locked up.
She was the mayor during the time of that. Yeah, she was the mayor during the time of that. A bunch of people got locked up. They made a new police chief, ended up getting locked up for tax evasion. Then the mayor got locked up. Then somebody else got locked up. Yo, the shit was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Okay.
You know, it starred John Burtonall, which is the guy that played like the Punisher on the Marvel series.
Okay.
Jamie Hector, he played Marlo on The Wire, which this show was actually created by the same people that created The Wire.
Okay, so I know that. I gotta check it out.
Yeah, so it's a really good show. I thought it was really good.
That sounds like shit I'm into. Anything that's some real life shit.
Yeah, but that show kind of really showed how police were doing like real corrupt shit in Baltimore not too long ago, and it's probably happening all over the country now.
What city was that? That cop in, you know?
I'm not sure. Let me see if I can
I like
see.
Texas. That's
Let's see.
wild.
This was in
Like, boop, here we go.
Louisiana. It says Louisiana.
Okay. Yeah, they be with the shits down there.
It starts off with Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office gave an explanation for a viral video of an arrest bank. Yeah, of course, they're going to come up with some explanation that's probably not going to say this motherfucker was planting evidence. It's going to be some other shit. So, who knows?
At all. It's basically going to be like, y'all ain't see nothing. And we going to pretend like y'all ain't see nothing.
Cheryl over here in the chat says, yo, that show made my stomach hurt because I worked with some of those people. This is wild. You know, Cheryl did tell us that she worked for the Baltimore police at one point.
Okay.
And, you know, one of the cops caught up in that thing felt he was going to get fucked over and committed suicide while on duty so he can get his pension and stuff, not be kicked off the force or anything like that, not have any of the consequences to where he could lose his pension for his family and shit. And they ruled it a homicide. He kind of they kind of say he staged a killing. He staged somebody killing him, but actually committed suicide. But they said it's a homicide. This is what they said. You know. And because the next day, he was supposed to go to in front of the grand jury as a witness, not a suspect. But I think he was scared he was going to become a suspect and lose something. And that was actually played by Jamie Hector, who played Marlo on The Wire. Not sure if you ever saw that.
Damn.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Look, that's what I'm like, damn.
It was a good show. Let's see. I mean, one more little blunt here. I think we're gonna move it on. Open mic is pretty much topics that we don't really have as topics, but just some things that might just be off the cuff. Anything you want to talk about, anything, any topics or news, any stories you saw this week that might be interesting. Like, do you know who DJ Quick is?
Nah, I actually don't. I can't even think about it. Think what it is.
DJ Quick is a legendary rapper and producer from California. You know, he's from Cali, you know? But I read an article that says his son was recently arrested for felony murder. Which I was like, wow, that's wild. And how the story goes is he got into a fight with somebody, ended up pulling out a gun, shot the person, later ended up getting arrested for murder for it.
Damn.
But they say not too maybe a couple of years prior, DJ Quick also had to deal with his daughter getting arrested for the murder of her own child. And she didn't do the shit specifically. Her boyfriend or the kid's father or somebody started beating on the kid. The kid ended up dying. She did nothing to prevent it, nothing to stop it, so they charged her as well. So that's like a double thing that this guy has to deal with, you know? And
like, what's going on over there? Like,
yeah.
Oh man, that just happened recently. I heard that with that same kind of storyline with Pudgy P with his son. He was and I think they say he was on the run. I'm not sure what happened, but something along the lines of that. He got into a fight and ended up killing the dude, and I think he went on the run, and they like put it out or whatever. And Pudgy was on there was saying like, you know, he ain't turning in his son, like basically type shit. Like he don't know where his son is, but he's not turning in his son.
Yeah, I feel him on that. I wouldn't do it.
A lot of backlash for that. And I'm like, that's his son.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I'm not sure what my son would have to do for me to turn him in, but it have to be something crazy.
Yeah, like it gotta be some sick shit, like
yeah. That's
you know,
wild.
but yeah, it gotta be some sick shit. I can't just see myself like. I don't know, like with DJ Kid, like with the daughter situation, I would have turned their ass in. Yeah, bitch, you're going.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
And no, I'm not helping you.
Yeah. Now
that particular situation, no.
Now I don't know. Do you believe in karma?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what DJ Quick did in his past or anything like that, but karma doesn't necessarily come back on you. It can come back on your seeds as well, And when I thought about that when I was younger, like I thought about that prior, like maybe like 17, 18. I was like, you know what? The shit I do bad might not just come back on me. It might come back on my kids.
Yeah.
Let me live a little differently, And like ever since I had that realization, I kind of lived like karma isn't just something that comes back on me, but can come back to my offspring as well.
Yeah, and I definitely believe that. Like growing up like in the hood is like a girl who basically I went to school with. Even to this day, like I think like both of her baby dads got killed. Like basically every dude she date like dies.
Oh damn.
So it's like maybe like the fourth or fifth dude. Anyways, but from the saying is like what my dad them told me is her mom killed the dude and basically kind of like lied about it or something. She got away with it or something along the lines of that. And this is basically like her, like the karma, like the girl is dealing with the karma from the mom, like not even having that, because she's a very sweet girl. I just don't, I know she's not killing these niggas.
Now, does she ever have a conversation with these niggas? Do these niggas ever get past the ex? Like,
and that's what I said.
Like, oh, he died. Oh, what about the ex before that? Oh, he died.
I don't think, honestly, I don't think it could be it can't be a thing, because basically after this last one, like lately I've been seeing her, like she's been kind of by herself, but yeah, maybe like 2-3 years ago, right? Maybe like right before the pandemic, she had one that like that particular one. I would have been like, bro, how did you even not
That's
know?
wild.
Like she done had.
That's wild. That's wild. Bro.
Yeah, but I know that gotta be fucked up. But yeah, that's some karma. But it ain't even her karma. Like it's her mama shit. Like yeah.
You know what? Because we on open mic, we talking about DJ Quick, legendary Cali MC. Made me think of a song from back in the days that was like a legendary Cali song that got me thinking about, yo, damn, every dude, like, damn, it makes me think of like the Dog Pound. It was like, ooh, bitch, you got some bomb ass pussy. Everybody dying, you know what I'm saying? Like, god damn, yo.
It's the die for. Literally.
Oh my God.
Keith Hadding told me that joke.
I can't
man. Rest in peace to all those fellas. Rest in peace to all those fellas.
Yeah. Rest in peace, yo.
God damn. Is that a question I should ask women before I date them? Like, hey, how many of your exes have passed away?
Yes, that is a
that
real
might
thing.
Be a question to start asking women, huh? How many exes have you passed away? Yeah.
It is, and it'll also give you a little insight onto that mental of theirs, because
yeah. How did he pass away? Oh, that nigga was shot 10 times. What? Oh, I was with him. What? Yeah, I got grazed by 3 of the bullets. What? And I shot back. What?
You know what? I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you. Don't worry.
It's like, you a little too gangster for me. You a little too gangster for me.
Yeah. Too much.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, man. That's just you have to check into that, have to check in, give you a little window of they mental.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, unless she tell you she's in therapy, run very far away.
Yeah, that's that. I guess I start dating again. That's gonna be some questions I'm gonna have to ask. How many of your exes dead?
We got enough shit to be trying to figure out what a motherfucker on the first day.
Oh man, that'll be a wild first date question. Y'all eating dinner and you just be like, "So how many of your exes died?" Like what? Yeah, how many of your exes died?
Some shit like, bro.
They'd be like, "Oh my, that's a weird question. That's an odd question, but 3? What?"
Well, being the two we wasn't really together, but we was together, and it's like never tell me
one of them was a situationship.
Exactly.
So that don't really count. That don't really count. Oh man. Oh, that's silly. You're being silly right now.
But you know, I be under the rock. I know I've been tripping about I'm still rocking with Meg, but how do you feel about when Meg dropped the interview and she said her and Tory she said she did not have relations with that man. That's what Meg did, and that's the story we are sticking to.
I think her reaction to it was because it wasn't just a no, it was a ha 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 ha, I gotta laugh first type of thing. You know? I think it was like, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, she was definitely letting Tory. I was going for it. Like I'm with her, you know. If he shot her, he shot her. But anyways, that part I wasn't too sure on because I was like, okay, this kind of sounded like a situation like a insecure, like hoe ass nigga type of situation, which that really only happens when you have relations with said nigga. Right. That's why you start doing hoe ass nigga shit.
Right. So, it's like a nigga that has hung around you a bunch of times that isn't fucking you isn't mad enough to pull out a gun. You know, like if he's just the homeboy of, if he's your homegirl's nigga, which she's trying to say it is, I don't think there's much as you can say to make him pull out a gun. In my opinion.
Yeah. She did that, but, and I think more people would believe her if she actually would have just been like, yeah, like, you know, whatever. It just, we did, you know what I'm saying? Like, not to be, we don't need the whole logistics of it, but man, come on now.
Yeah.
That, we know that situation didn't happen for nothing. And that's what you keep trying to make.
Right.
Man, no, it didn't happen for nothing.
Right.
Now, you ain't got to plus everything.
I felt like she skipped a whole lot of details in her interview. Like, she jumped from like A to like E. And she skipped, you know, the B, C, D, you know? Like, this is all that shit that happened. All of a sudden, I get out the car. Like, what happened? Why'd you get out the car? Argument start. Why the argument start? How long was your argument? Nothing. I got out the car, and all of a sudden somebody started shooting. Hey, there's a lot of shit that's happened between you getting out the car and somebody shooting. You know? There was some shit was said. It ain't, hey, y'all, I don't want to be around y'all arguing. I'm getting out the car. And somebody says, no, bring your ass back. We arguing. Come listen. Bang, bang, bang. That's what you trying to sell? That's what you trying to sell? You know? You trying to tell us they was arguing and they was mad you left their arguments when somebody started shooting at you? That's what you're telling me? That's
like, come on, man. Nah. Don't do us like that. Don't do it. You want it's like, that's like when you used to cut up, like my mom used to tell me, like, she can't defend like the bullshit. Like, so if I got in trouble at school, she, you know, don't lie because, you know, I can't, if you out here cutting up and I come out here and show my ass and you cutting up, you know, you in the wrong. But if you tell me, you know, that this, you know, this teacher's wrong, you told me, I'm gonna go to bat for you. Come on, man, you gotta tell her, you gotta give us something.
Right. A part of me is like, you know what? The way you describe it, it could be Tory or the homegirl that pulled the trigger. You know?
And I personally feel like it was the homegirl, even when it first came out, like I kept wondering, like, where did he come in at? Because I'm like, this whole time it sounded like her and the homegirl was arguing. That's how the initial story.
And they stopped being friends.
That's how the initial story sounded. So now, but hey,
it's like, okay, the story she described. I got out the car, I was walking away, and Tori shot me. Me in my fake lawyer mind, I'm like, wait, if your back was turned, how the fuck you know who shot you? You know?
Thank you.
That's just my fake lawyer mind. I'm like, yo, if your back was turned, how I know who shot you? If somebody hit me in the head in class with a spitball, if I turn around, I don't know who the fuck shot me. That straw is sitting on the middle of the table. It could be either three of y'all niggas.
Yeah.
I'm just going to guess who's the closest to the straw. That nigga shot me with the spitball in the back of my head. Now I got to punch him in the face. You know? And now here I am punching the wrong person in the face because they was the closest to the straw that had the spitball. That could be what's going on, but that's
what that was over there. But I guess we would never know. I guess we'll never know. Like that night, in the elevator with Beyonce and Solange, with Solange Jay-Z, we'll never know. You know, you can't even find videos of that. You know, you can't even find videos of that no more.
They scrubbed the internet. Beyonce got some power, yo. Beyonce got some power.
Google it and see how far down you gotta go to actually like see it.
They got some power, yo. I wouldn't be surprised.
Did it come up?
Let's see.
I'm telling you, like if you do see it, it's very minimal. It's not, or it's just the article. It's not. You're not gonna see that video. Like I don't know where the video went, but you're gonna.
A People article comes up with a lot of pictures.
Yeah, so you're gonna see, but that's
got some power, yo.
Not gonna see the video of when we see Solange kicking the shit.
Yeah, when that happened? That happened like in 2014.
What? She really did. Baltimore, like.
Oh, Wayne over here in the chat says, yo, Meg didn't want to be seen with a short man, so she had Kelsey fronting. That's my assumption.
As a woman of Meg's caliber, we have had to date some short men. Like, I wouldn't be ashamed to I haven't had to date some short men, but if Tory Lanez was one of my short men, like I wouldn't be.
How tall are you?
Wouldn't be upset with that. I'm 5'9". So with heels on, a good 6 feet.
Yeah, so you've had to date some short men.
Yeah, so I'm you know, I'm lucky actually.
Niggas that be like 5'7" and think they tall. Niggas be like, I'm tall, but I'd be like, I didn't realize you was that tall.
But every day you talk. Well, I've always known that. Thank you for just finding out. But yeah, like that goes back to what you were saying, friend. Meg is friend, and I don't like that, Meg. I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that.
We'll find out some of the story, which had me thinking. Okay, don't ask me why I believe this. Maybe it's because of the movie I saw back in the days. But I think when I die, I'm going to be able to go to heaven and I'm going to be able to look at things in this life like a DVD. I could say, okay, show me what really happened in the elevator. Bloop. Or show me what really happened with Meg. Boop. Or show me what really happened with JFK. Boop. And I'll be able to play it back. But like, oh, who really shot JFK? Oh, it was the mob. Oh, they was right. You know, some shit like that. But they might limit me and say, hey, you can only watch back 5 things from the world. What do you want to see? Would the Meg, would this interaction be one of the things I want to look back on? It'd be like, did Tory really shoot Meg? Let me watch this back. Bloop.
Yeah, because it's just, and it's like even when he popped out, and try to even he didn't make any sense. I was like, so what really happened? You know how sometimes like you see she leaving out a lot and then you hear the other side of the story and then it makes more sense. Even when I heard him, I was like, this still doesn't. Bro, who were you arguing with? Who were you talking to? Why you was in the car with them? Where the gun came from? Like nobody's saying nothing.
Yeah, it's a lot. I'm curious to see where this goes. If it goes anywhere else, it's interesting. There's been a lot of hearsay I've been hearing. Some people have been saying the doctor said this, the doctor said that, but I'm like, what about HIPAA laws? I don't think the doctor can talk. I'm like, I don't know.
Right.
So we'll see when court comes. And even when court comes, we don't know what the truth is actually. It's pretty much whose truth is the court going to believe.
Man, have you been watching Thug cases? Young Thug, his court cases?
I haven't. I've seen a little bit of it. I've seen that Gunna was denied bail. His court case don't start till next year. I'm not sure what's going on with Thug's.
Yeah, Thug. I think they have his bond hearing. Then no, it wasn't his bond hearing. It's like 3 different ones that they got, but Thug ain't. He's not going anywhere. His lawyer made a terrible point. Basically to get him a bond. The main thing was that Thug was a flight risk. His lawyer made a terrible fucking point of him not being a flight risk. His lawyer basically tried to highlight the fact that he travels the world to perform and all of this stuff, and he has his obligations, and he's an artist and all of this stuff. And I was like, but their main thing is that he's a flight risk. You just highlighted the reason
that he can be anywhere and just say, you know what, fuck this. I'm in a country with no extradition. I'm going chill.
Yeah, his point he was trying to make was that, he's been all over the world and he still come home. He still come to his house. He still, so on and so forth. But it's like,
that's what and they'll probably use.
I personally thought his lawyer.
I'm not even gonna say his name. Yeah. Yeah, that was probably fucked up. I
don't think that was a good point.
He could have just said, you know what? He'll just travel domestically. He'll tour domestically.
He did. He said he would try there. They were willing to turn in his passport. Only travel domestic, house arrest. They was even saying they was with all of it. But I was just like the way he led with that.
Right. He got houses in all these countries, so
yes,
he can go wherever the hell he wants. But he chooses not to. That's probably what they did.
Like, if he's gonna go on house arrest, he doesn't get to pick and choose which house he goes to. He has to be
right
at one. But the biggest thing they're trying to, I guess he had something happen maybe in 2018. He had a possession or whatever, but that case is still open. So they're basically using
violation.
That. Yeah, like, he was already out on a bond. Mind you, they say the case hasn't had no movement in 4 years now?
The courts are tricky, yo. The courts are real tricky. They'll do stuff like that to where they'll charge you here, let that case linger for a couple of years, just so they hope you do some other shit. And now they can say, hey, he already has this open case. So now look at this case. He then adds to that. So now he has this open case and then this case. And now they let those 2 cases sit for another 2 years. And now you get fucking pulled over for driving without a license. And now you got 3 fucking open cases on some bullshit, just so they can kind of jam you up and say, hey, look at this guy. He's a, what's the word I'm looking for? Damn, I can't think of the word I'm looking for about the offender. He's an habitual offender, He's an habitual offender because look at all of these open cases. But they don't all they say is look at these open cases, but they fail to say, hey, this case is open because we knew we couldn't get anything for it, so we just left it open. This case is open because it is, so we waited for him to become an habitual offender by leaving all of these cases open. It was strategic.
that's exactly what they did with Thug, because apparently the DA has been following him. I think this is since like 2015 or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mad long. So the one DA, the district attorney, black guy, he's obsessed basically like with this case. Like, yeah.
Yeah. I remember being a kid and getting arrested and going to juvenile court and them saying, hey, if you do this here, you go through this probation shit, your record will be sealed. If you fuck up within that shit, your record's going to remain open and it can follow you forever. And it's like, today was hoping I left that shit open so they could leave the shit open and just jam me up over the years. And that's what they do to people, yo. Jam motherfuckers up. Creating repeat offenders, because there could be shit that gets thrown out when they first go to court, but they leave the shit open. So now you got 2 cases. Now it looks like, oh, you're just a troublemaker. No, the cops fucked with me twice.
All the fucking system, man.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep. Yep.
But let's not go there tonight.
No, let's not. But I think that's about everything we got in shit, though, for the night.
We ain't gonna get to the system card. Not tonight.
Well, I appreciate you joining me tonight.
Oh man, it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure. I needed this. I needed the laughs. I needed to.
This was fun. Let the people know where they can follow you and stuff.
Oh yeah, man. So I'm on IG. I'm on Facebook. Novocaine Q, and for all of my exotic dancers, I got all of the good stuff for y'all. Y'all can go check out Teasers and Pleasers. That's with an N. So, and that's on IG, Facebook. Y'all check me out. And I actually got a Gemini season sale going on too, so 15% off everything on the site. So y'all check me out.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Shit.
All right, Khary.
Well, thank you. Yeah, Beez had some stuff come up tonight that he wasn't able to join us. But he'll be back with us on Friday. If you're available Friday, yo, it'd be dope if you could stop through again, yo. And we spoke about you coming on a little more often as well. So
you
know, that'll be fun. It'll be fun. You know?
All right, man. I appreciate you, Khary.
I appreciate you. Let's let me get ready to get up out of here. Yo, may the rest of your week be great. Do your best to stay sucker free. And keep a smile on your face, baby. We out. See ya Friday.
Thanks for watching the dopest live stream that's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, and sometimes like a showcase. Khary's Crib. 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 Thanks for watching the dopest live stream that's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, and sometimes like a showcase. Khary's Crib. Khary's Crib. Khary's Crib. Khary's Crib. Khary's Crib. Khary's Crib. Khary's Crib.